Discover why Dallas Cowboys rookie Marshawn Kneeland is being hailed as the next big thing on defense, and what makes him stand out in the NFL. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting stories coming out of the Dallas Cowboys rookie camp. If you haven't heard the name Marshawn Kneeland yet, trust me, you're going to be hearing it a lot more in the coming months. Let's start with the basics. Marshawn Kneeland was the Cowboys' second-round pick in this year's draft, coming out of Western Michigan. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: Western Michigan isn't exactly Alabama or Ohio State. But let me tell you, this kid is the real deal. From the moment Kneeland stepped onto the practice field in Southern California, he's been turning heads. Head coach Mike McCarthy and his staff have been raving about the entire rookie class, but Kneeland has been singled out as the prime example of what they're looking for in a young player. Now, let's break down why Kneeland is generating so much buzz. Coming out of college, Kneeland was described as freakishly athletic. We're talking about a guy who has the size to play on the defensive line but moves like a much smaller player. This combination of size and speed is exactly what NFL teams are looking for in modern defensive ends. But it's not just about physical gifts. What's really impressing the Cowboys coaching staff is Kneeland's work ethic. Assistant defensive line coach Greg Ellis shared a story that really drives this point home. On the team's day off, Kneeland actually called Ellis and asked to go over some film. Let that sink in for a moment. While his teammates were probably relaxing or spending time with family, this rookie was looking to put in extra work. This kind of dedication is rare, especially in young players. It shows that Kneeland understands the jump in competition from college to the NFL and is willing to do whatever it takes to succeed at this level. Kneeland isn't just a physical specimen, he's also showing a deep understanding of the game. He's been asking questions, eager to learn from the veterans and coaches around him. This combination of physical tools and mental acuity is what separates good players from great ones. At Western Michigan, Kneeland showed the ability to play multiple positions along the defensive line. This versatility is incredibly valuable in the NFL, where defensive coordinators love to move players around to create mismatches. Now, if all of that wasn't enough to get you excited, listen to this. Micah Parsons, the Cowboys' star defender and one of the best young players in the entire NFL, has taken notice of Kneeland. Parsons compared Kneeland to Cam Jordan, the 8-time Pro Bowler from the New Orleans Saints. This is high praise, folks. Cam Jordan has been one of the most consistent and dominant defensive ends in the league for over a decade. If Kneeland can develop into that kind of player, the Cowboys have found themselves a true gem. Parsons mentioned that Kneeland has unteachable characteristics. This is scout speak for those intangible qualities that separate good players from great ones. Things like instinct, competitiveness, and the ability to rise to the occasion. You can't teach these traits, you either have them or you don't. Now, let's talk about why Kneeland's development is so crucial for the Cowboys. In the off-season, Dallas lost two key defensive ends in Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler Jr. to free agency. This left a significant hole in their pass rush rotation. To make matters worse, Sam Williams, another young player the Cowboys were counting on, suffered an injury. This has opened up even more opportunity for Kneeland to step in and make an immediate impact. Of course, like any rookie, Kneeland isn't a finished product. Defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer pointed out that while Kneeland has been great against the run, he still needs work on his pass rushing technique. This is not uncommon for college defensive ends transitioning to the NFL. The level of offensive line play is significantly higher, and moves that worked in college often need refinement to be effective against pro tackles. The good news is that Kneeland seems to understand this and is putting in the work to improve. With his athleticism and work ethic, there's no reason he can't develop into a fearsome pass rusher at the NFL level. Let's talk a bit about how Kneeland might fit into the Cowboys' defensive scheme. Under Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn, the Cowboys have employed a versatile 4-3 defense that often uses multiple fronts. This kind of scheme is perfect for a player like Kneeland, who has the size to play as a traditional 4-3 defensive end but also the athleticism to potentially stand up as an outside linebacker in certain packages. The Cowboys have a rich history of great defensive ends, from Too Tall Jones to Charles Haley to DeMarcus Ware. While it's far too early to put Kneeland in that company, he certainly seems to have the potential to be the next in that lineage. One aspect of Kneeland's game that we haven't touched on yet is his mental toughness. Making the jump from Western Michigan to the NFL is a huge leap. The fact that Kneeland isn't just holding his own but is actually standing out speaks volumes about his mental makeup. We've seen plenty of physically gifted players wash out of the NFL because they couldn't handle the mental aspects of the pro game. The early indications are that Kneeland has the right mindset to succeed at this level. So, what can we expect from Marshawn Kneeland in his rookie season? Based on everything we've heard from camp, it seems likely that he'll have a significant role in the defensive rotation right from week 1. Don't be surprised if Kneeland starts the season as a situational player, primarily coming in on obvious running downs. But as he develops his pass rushing skills and becomes more comfortable with the speed of the NFL game, his role could expand quickly. We've seen rookie defensive ends make immediate impacts in recent years. Just think of Nick Bosa with the 49ers or Chase Young with the Commanders. While it might be a bit much to expect that level of production from Kneeland right away, he certainly seems to have the tools to be a difference maker sooner rather than later. In conclusion, Marshawn Kneeland is emerging as one of the most exciting stories of the Cowboys preseason. His combination of physical tools, work ethic, and football IQ has coaches, teammates, and fans buzzing with excitement. While it's important to temper expectations, he is still a rookie. After all signs point to Kneeland being a key piece of the Cowboys' defense both this season and for years to come. What do you think about Marshawn Kneeland? Do you think he can live up to the hype? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future NFL content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.